So we're gonna present the product life cycle of our project, hub for repairing of industrial equipment. In introduction, we can see four parts. First one is life cycle of our service itself, and the marketing objectives, marketing strategy, then level of competitions and development of strategy. Then in the final we can get how cultural context and location affects the product of life cycle. So if we will see the life cycle of the hub for repairing of industrial equipments, here we can find out that we can divide it into four stages: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. As we know, while we're making different kind of projects, we will have some problems. First of all, in our service, we're gonna have problems with the limited numbers of companies who want to be part of our hub, and who are going to provide repair service. Then for sure it's shortage of highly qualified employees, because they don't know that we're gonna implement some projects. So then a few clients, limited of range of services which we gonna provide, and as well. So next one, during the growth cycle, for sure we'll have a more number of companies who want to be part of us. After that, we will have a more skilled employees, and after having companies, we can provide more services as well, and we'll have more clients, and then we can reduce production expenses. So during the maturity time, we will have all companies who can provide all kind of services and repairs, and we'll have large numbers of clients, and for sure we can decrease our production expenses and self costs. And at that time, we will have strong financial indicators like, I don't know, NPV, ROI, PP, and so on. And we'll have high profitability in this cycle. So during the decline time, for sure we'll have some problems with the aging of equipments and the plant by itself, because of depreciation, because we need to depreciate our equipments and plant every year, and we will have in the future, maybe not now, but maybe in the future, we'll have some competitors in our region, and after declining of attractiveness of the company, we will lose the qualified employees, and will provide less services than before. If we will see next slide, here we put some objectives for. Here we can see what we're gonna do for each one of the stages. For example, here's some link between our cycle and with the objectives. For example, if you see the introduction, here you can find that during the introduction cycle, we can kind of provide benefits and subsidies to attract more and more companies who want to join to our hub. And also, for example, we can provide good working conditions, I don't know, wage as well. And and during the introduction time, when we don't have a lot of companies, when we don't have qualified employees, we can cooperate with the another enterprises, and we can do kind of outsource. We can give them some equipments which we cannot uh, repair it yet. So during the growth time, we can gradually reduct of subsidies and benefits, maintain good working. We still need to maintain good working conditions and salaries because we are in a growth stage. So and at the time this time we still need to collaborate with some companies, but not like in the introduction cycle. And we need to increase advertising expenditures because we have a lot of clients who still don't know us. And during the maturity time, we can start to reject our subsidies and benefits because we have all companies, we have clients as well, but we still need to equate our salaries to like local standards. And one more thing, during the decline time, I think during the decline time we need to start everything like in the introduction cycle, because we want our hub to work as long as possible. Yeah, thanks.
Perfect. And after looking at the marketing objective, now it is time to look at the marketing strategies that we're going to be utilizing in order to achieve the specific marketing objectives. And first, looking at the introduction stage, our objective would be to build awareness and create interest in the new Mega Hub using rapid skimming strategies. And what I refer to by rapid skimming is providing high pricing and very high promotion at the introduction stage. And in order to do so, we will have several marketing tactics such as digital marketing, launching a presentation, and partnerships. When it comes to digital marketing, it specifically deals with utilizing social media, online advertising, and SEO to create awareness about the Mega Hub. And this specific way of marketing is very effective and helpful for us because it is highly cost efficient within digital marketing area. And now looking at the launching a presentation, we would organize an opening presentation to attract attention and display the complexes to provide our clients with an understanding of what the services that we're going to be providing them with. We also would want to create partnerships with local technology and vehicle manufacturers to demonstrate their support for the new project and provide us with reputation and eventually a better brand image after we work with those manufacturers. And then through the use of word of mouth, they're going to spread awareness about our project. Now, when looking at the growth part stage of life cycle, our objective is to increase market share and strengthen the hub's position. In this case, we're going to launch some training programs, promotional offers, and industry events. When it comes to training programs, we're going to launch specialist training programs to upskill local technicians and professionals so that we can keep our quality at its best at all times. We're going to offer special promotions for the first few clients or manufacturers who sign up for services. This way, we're going to build their loyalty towards us and make them more motivated to return to us afterwards. And also, when it comes to industry events, we would want to participate in and act as a sponsor in relevant industry events to build our network and attract more customers. And now moving forward to the maturity stage. In this case, we want to maintain market share, optimize operations, and continue the growth, of course. And so in order to do so, we're going to offer some customer loyalty programs, diversification, and quality certifications. When it comes to customer loyalty programs, similar to the previous slide, it's going to utilize loyalty programs to retain existing customers, to motivate them to stay with us and continue working with us even in the future, and potentially creating long-term contracts with us. When it comes to diversification, we want to introduce new related services or expand into neighboring regions. In this way, as we're operating in the CIS region, it's going to be easier for us to move into neighboring regions with an existing reputation and brand image. And now when it comes to quality certifications, we want to obtain industry certifications to build reputation and brand image, as mentioned previously. This would be highly important for us in order to attract more customers and build a great perception about our specific project in their minds. Okay, now looking at the decline stage, our objective is to adapt to market changes and explore new opportunities. In order to do so, we're going to invest in market research, diversification yet again, and cost reduction strategies. So in this case, we're going to have a market research to identify changing trends and demands in order to identify customers' perceptions, and more specifically their changing perceptions, so that we would know how to tailor to those customers. We would also need to research new markets or services that align with the company's goals and expertise, and potentially move into those markets so that we would be able to stay within the industry and continue to be a company. And we also would need to implement cost-efficient measures without losing service quality in order to be more cost efficient and improve our gross margins. And that's it on terms of marketing strategy. Now let's move further to the next step.
Now I'm going to talk about the level of competition and developing of a strategy. So in the introductory stage, competition may be low as a company established itself in Uzbekistan, located in the Central Asia. However, other repair services providers from neighboring countries such as Kazakhstan, Tajikistan may also strive for the market share in the service hub industry. Differentiation would come from specialized training programs for local workers, ensuring a skilled workforce, then leveraging their existing expertise and relationships with surrounding manufacturers in Central Asia. In the growth stage, as the company expands its reach across Central Asia, competition may intensify. So local competitor may emerge in Uzbekistan, might also target the growing market, establishing strategic partnership with Central Asia factories become crucial to secure a steady influx of machines for repairs. For example, as company expands its reach to Central Asia, countries like Turkmenistan and Kyrgyzstan, competition intensifies. Local companies in these regions may compete aggressively for contracts with factories, emphasizing their familiarity with local regulations and business practices. Next, in the maturity stage, the competition is likely to be fierce, with established players from Uzbekistan and surrounding nations offering similar services. The company can differentiate itself by focusing on continuous training program as its workforce, ensuring they stay ahead in the technological advancements. For example, in the maturity stage, established repair service providers from capital of Uzbekistan and neighboring cities become formidable competitors. These companies might differentiate themselves by offering a comprehensive suite of services, including predictive maintenance and technology-driven. In the decline stage, as demand for heavy-duty machine repair services decreases over time, the competition may decrease as well. However, remaining players must adapt to changing landscape. Strategic collaborators with factories in Central Asia may help consolidate the market share as the competitors exit due to the declining demand. For example, during the decline stage, some competitors may exit the market due to the reduced demand. However, the remaining players, including the company in Uzbekistan, must adapt. Regional collaboration become crucial as companies from alliance to share resources and expertise aiming to survive in the shrinking market. Next, I'm gonna hand over to my team to continue.
Hi everyone. Now I'm going to talk about how cultural factors and location impact the product life cycle. So first is the introduction phase. Cultural preferences and values can impact the acceptance and initial adoption of a product. Cultural attitudes towards innovation, traditions, and beliefs about specific products or technology can affect how quickly a new product gains acceptance in the market. So, for cultural factors like in Uzbekistan, where the automobile industry and the light industry has been a symbol of economic development, the introduction of new models could be met with enthusiasm. Cultural preferences for reliability, affordability, and functionality may influence initial acceptance. In terms of location impact, urban areas and regions with higher economic development might witness quicker adoption due to higher purchasing power and exposure to global automotive trends. Now on the next slide, uh, uh, so uh, some of the key urban areas that could be considered in this context include Tashkent, as it is the capital and the largest city of Uzbekistan. It is a major economic center with higher purchasing power and exposure to global trends. It tends to be more progressive and reflective of international influences. Next is Samarkand, historically significant and one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in Central Asia. Samarkand has some level of economic development and urbanization, potentially leading to quicker adoption of modern automotive trends. Next is Bukhara, another historical rich city. Bukhara, though smaller than Tashkent, has urban pockets with relatively higher economic development that might contribute to faster adoption of trends. The next is Namangan, Andijan, and Fergana. These cities are in the Fergana Valley, are among the most densely populated regions in Uzbekistan. While not as prominent as Tashkent, they have urbanized areas with some economic development. The last is Noai, known for the industrial infrastructure, particularly in mining and metallurgy. Navoi might have the pockets of higher economic development that influence the automotive trends. These urban areas, among others, might exhibit higher purchasing power, great exposure to international influences, and more rapid adoption of modern technology, modern automotive trends due to their economic activities, infrastructure, and population density compared to rural or less developed regions within the Uzbekistan. Now, next is the growth stage. So, cultural trends and societal values and preference can accelerate or de-accelerate the growth of a product. For instance, in some cultures, there might be the preference for certain features or aesthetics that drives the rapid growth of a product, while in others, the adoption might be slower due to differing needs or perception. So, in terms of the cultural factors, as the automotive industry and light repairing industry gains momentum, word of mouth, testimonials, and cultural perceptions of status associated within the certain car models become influential, but still safety, reliability, and fuel efficiency might be critical selling points. And for the location impact, government initiatives promoting local manufacturing or economic growth could accelerate the growth stage, especially in regions with manufacturing plants or associated infrastructure. So the next is the maturity stage. Yeah, so culture shift and changes can influence the maturity stage significantly. Changes in societal values, lifestyle, or preference might lead to decline of product as it becomes less aligned with the current cultural trends or expectations. So, in the maturity stage for cultural factors, trust in the brand, customer loyalty, and perception of quality becomes essential. Emphasizing after-sale services, customization options, and brand heritage can help maintain market share. And for the local location impact, in regions with established automotive markets, competition intensifies, expanding into niche markets or diversifying product offering might be necessary to sustain the growth. Now, the last stage is the decline stage. So, at this stage, cultural changes or shift in tastes can expedite the decline of a product. For example, if a product was once highly valued due to cultural relevance, it becomes outdated or replaced by a newer product then that resonates better with evolving cultural norms. It can hasten the decline phase. So, for cultural factors, resistance to change in the preference or loyalty to established brands might slow down the acceptance of new products, new models, or technology. Emphasizing innovation and adapting to changing customer preference become crucial. And for the location impact, regions less connected to global trends or slower in adopting new technology might experience a prolonged decline phase requiring targeted marketing efforts. Mhm. So here is the reference for our presentation. That's all from our side, guys. And Professor, thank you for watching our presentation. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.